I look like a bit of an old man. I'm dressed quite professionally today, but I would like to talk about razor blades. I've always struggled finding the best razor blade for me because I always have really sensitive skin and I have quite an issue with razor burn as well, especially on this left-hand side of my face. So in today's video, we're going to look at the King Gillette single razor blade, the double-edged format, and share my thoughts and opinions in this product review. Let's jump into it. I'm sure as you're aware or can see on camera as we are at the minute, I always like a clean shaven sort of feel. I've got a little bit of growth. I didn't shave today before I recorded this video, but in general, I like being clean shaven. I don't like having a beard. I did go through a phase of trying to grow one out, but it's just not comfy. It gets really itchy and I don't like it at all. Instead, I opt to use shaving blades. And for the majority of the time that I have been shaving, I've been using a blade like this. So this one here is the Gillette Fusion. This is one of the Pro Glide blades that allows you to move the head a little bit. You can also get blades that are straight heads, so they don't move to the contours of your face. But with this Fusion Gillette blade, the aim is to contour your face a little bit more. So when you are shaving, your hand and blade moves with the motion of your face. With products like these, they generally tend to have 5 blades or 3 blades. They're the common sort of number. You can get 7 blade models, but that is pretty rare. And the aim of those blades is to catch as many hairs as possible and also to reduce the amount of times you have to shave. So if I'm shaving, say, my whole face that I would do, so this area here, the down bit and the underbeard, I may have to do, I don't know, 1 stroke for a section of my face. Whereas with a single double-edged razor, I may have to go over and also go against the grain to get a closer shave. The thing that you run into with this is you have 5 blades, especially with this model here, I have 5. So you run into the issue of a blade becoming duller than another blade. So the top blades may be really sharp still because they have less contact points, and the middle blades may dull quicker than the others because they are in contact with the most amount of follicles, especially when you're pulling it down your face and shaving to get rid of those really crusty hairs. When you leave it for a few days as well and you haven't shaved in a while, you've got longer hairs, so that also makes it more difficult for the shaver blade to actually work well with it. As I mentioned, I get pretty bad razor burn, especially on this section of my face. Even when I go normally, like shaving particularly normally, or even when I go up and shave against the grain. And I've found that the 5 razor blades does help and they're better than the 3, but it still isn't the best. As I mentioned, I opted to go for this. It's a King Gillette razor. So it's by the same people that do the Fusion Pro Glide and all the Mark III razor blades and stuff like that. But this one instead features a safety razor. So it only has 1 blade. So you're only getting 1 form of edge, but it's very sharp. Obviously they're going to be to the same sort of sharpness or lightness to a single blade that would be in the Fusion Pro Glide. But for me, especially with a single blade, I can seemingly pick up more hairs. For an area of my face, say this sideburn here, I would need to do a downstroke and then possibly do an upstroke. But that normally catches all the hairs and it does a really close shave. I sometimes find, especially with the Fusion Gillette blades, I'm having to do quite a few strokes, even on a brand new blade. But with these safety blades, they are so much better. You do have to be careful when you are using a double-edged razor blade, and there is a protective layer on the top here to stop any slips or slides, but you do have to angle it a little bit more than you would do with a Fusion razor. But for me, this really works a lot better. It's obviously a bit more of a weighty handle onto it, and it's much more cost effective. So for this handle, it came with 5 razor blades. They normally come in a pack, and I also got a bonus pack with it. So I got 50 extra razor blades, so I've got 55 blades in total, and that cost me about £22. So I would generally replace this blade every once a week on the rate that I shave, so I shave 3 to 4 times a week. Whereas with the Fusion Pro Glide series, I wouldn't replace that weekly. I would replace that probably every 2 weeks, just because of the cost. So for a set of fusion blades, you're probably looking at, for 50 blades, 50 blades compared to 50 heads, you're looking at like 5-6 times the price. And for me, with a closer shave, a tighter shave, and a more effective shave, I would highly recommend just giving this a go. With the price point being so low, especially for the razor blade handle itself, with a few blades, it's like £10. If you try it out and see what it is, then you can really see what it's like and understand why it's so much better for people with sensitive skin like myself. That has been all for today's video. If you would like to try out this product, I will leave a link in the description for the set that I bought. It's an affiliate link, so if you do end up buying anything through that link, it would help the channel out, help me out as a student, you know, that's always great. And I'll also leave a link out to the other fusion blades, just like this, in case you want to try out a little bit more of a flexible blade as well. If you like these sort of product review videos, if you don't mind hitting like, because that really lets me know what videos you are interested in, hit subscribe to stay up with more content, and make sure you come back for the next video in these video series. That's been all for today's video. I will see you guys in the next one. See ya!